What's up, everybody, and welcome to my review of Friday Night Smackdown. What do we got going on Smackdown tonight, huh? Smackdown. Columbus, Ohio. Oh, how do I kick this off, huh? We kicked it off with SmackDown tonight. You know, one thing I guess to address before SmackDown, I guess they did say it's Michael Cole's 25th anniversary of being in his company, apparently. He's been for 25 years. He's only missed 2 times, according to Pat McAfee. I'll say this about Michael Cole. My co-host Kyle would say that, yes, 25 years of mediocrity here or something. He texted me. Listen, I've liked Cole at least one time, maybe back in SmackDown in the early days. Uh, excuse me, especially when he was with Taz. I always liked Taz and Cole. JBL and Cole was also funny, but JBL's not really pulling any punches with him. But I actually enjoyed SmackDown with Taz and Cole at one point. But later on, I just kind of got sick of Michael Cole throughout the years. So I don't know, man. Cole is Cole, so it's kind of whatever. Um, right after that, what was it? We were talking about tonight's card. The New Day came out. Basically, talk about their victory last week and how they beat Sheamus and crew. The Brawling Brutes, I guess they're calling themselves now, between Sheamus, Rich Holland, and Pete Dunne. Kofi says, they've been putting us in the ring in the past few weeks, but we had someone to help us with a sword and whatnot, which was Drew McIntyre. Drew came out there, and first he wanted to give a shout out to Big E. Big E's at home. He know how, it feels being injured, and you don't got to feel alone at home. And, basically talked about, give him support and everything through Big E's time, which the people, they gave him a Big E chant out there, which was good, which, Drew's been talking about. He's been doing all this media tour back and forth in the UK. So he has made it official that he will challenge for the Universal or Undisputed WWE Universal title, or basically the Undisputed Championship. We're just going to say that. He will challenge Roman Reigns at Clash of the Castle coming up in the next few months. So he has thrown out the challenge for that. But, he says we should be calling ourselves the Big D, but, they couldn't say that because, hey, man, PG references, it can't be edging and everything. And next thing you know, let's talk about your shirt, man. Kneel to the sword. What is that? Well, so you get on your knees and okay, let's see. Here's a gift. We got a gift for you. Okay, your birthday's Monday. We got a gift for you. All right. And whatnot. So we couldn't go that far. Got a lot of dick jokes out here, which they gave him a box and it was a kilt that said Big D, because I think they did chant happy birthday, because I think his birthday's on Monday. I'm surprised they didn't say we got a dick in a box. That's the next thing I was kind of think the joke was gonna be. But Sheamus and them came out, basically not making another 6-man tag match. But I thought the segment was funny though. Basically, this is the main event we had last week and whatnot. 50-50 booking, so I don't have much to say from this. Pete Dunne won with the bitter end onto Xavier Woods and won the match. So yeah, that like I said, we saw it last week. 50-50 booking, folks. 50-50 booking. Riddle and Nakamura were in the back talking about they were challenging for the titles tonight. Hey, he's no Randy, he's no Boogs, but they said they are gonna get along and they're gonna get those titles. Riddle says, it's just about vengeance, and he's gonna dedicate this match to Randy Orton tonight. Getting payback on the Usos and stuff. Adam Pearce was in the back, I guess, on the phone until whatever we're calling him, Max Dupree, who gets in your face very, very close with no personal space, so he can talk in your ear and make sure you're here, you can hear you loud and clear. He's that close in your face, folks. But he talked about, I need some clients, man, be on the biggest stages of the world, including WrestleMania, this whole male modeling thing. And he said he's going to have him next week on SmackDown. So, we'll see who he brings in. They showed a Cody and Seth package for Sunday for Hell in a Cell. Jinder Mahal went against Humberto. They are really playing to this shanky dancing thing, but they gave him gear, and he dances like this, and dancing, and dancing, and dancing, and, shanky, folks. I guess he got somewhat of a good pop out there to get the crowd to dance, so maybe this is getting over, and it helped Jinder win the match. And then, once again, Shanky's looking at what's her face there, Samantha Irvin there, and got her to dance with her. So everybody was popping for Shanky. Maybe this will get over. I don't know, but we'll see. Next, we had a 6-pack challenge. Raquel Rodriguez or Gonzalez versus Shayna Baszler versus Natalya versus Aaliyah versus Shotzi versus Xia Li. They did lock Aaliyah in the back. Shotzi did, but she was able to get out of there by the time the match started. You could say this match was somewhat all over the place. It wasn't that bad, especially once everybody started going for, finishers and all that stuff. But it ended up with, Gonzalez doing the Chicago Bomb onto Shotzi. Shannon ended up putting a Carafluta clutch onto Raquel. But Natalya ended up stealing the pin. I'm sure a lot of people don't want to see this. But there is history between Ronda Rousey and Natalya and stuff. Since now she has a title shot and everything. But I'm sure people like Natalya, huh? I know a lot of people I know do not want to see this for a lot of reasons. But it should be a good match. It's Natalya and Rousey. But do I want to see it? Not really. And I guess they're going to save Gonzalez to a bigger, later date when she faces Rousey again for the title. Not Corbin, but Corbin did have some video in the back about Madcap Moss, which Madcap Moss jumped out of an ambulance, and he's not wearing the silly suspenders no more. He's just wearing black trunks and whatnot. Basically, he's about to come out there and cut this promo. He's trying to fire himself up. He hasn't been in the ring in 3 weeks, and talked about how his neck was, hit with a 90-pound trophy on top of a chair, and says, Madcap Moss was gone. He's buried. This is like a new person. Something clicked. Something ticked now. I hope he goes back to call himself Riddick Moss, but, he's here, and he thinks that the crowd would like to see that too, and, he wanted that human fedora rack to come out there right now. Corbin basically said, I was here to fight and everything. And stuff. He said, I missed you and whatnot. And I missed the structure I brought into your life and stuff. And I know you want your job back. But Moss said, I'm going to punch your teeth down your throat. Corbin said that's a bad idea. He wasn't going to throw his career away over emotions. But Adam Pearce came out and says, you know what? We're going to make that match right now. Up next, folks. They had a Lacey Evans promo. Wasn't she supposed to compete in the ring like a week or two ago? What happened to that? I don't know. It just sounded like some 4th of July promo damn near. Let's move on from that. Because I'm like, where's that going? Corbin went against Moss, which was in a DQ, which, they're saving that. Moss ended up getting a chair and started beating Corbin, who was going to, put his neck on and get the steel steps. But WWE officials came out and broke it up then after that. And stuff. So they're really trying to make Moss very serious. Just get rid of the Madcap name. But Adam Pearce now made a match this Sunday at Hell in a Cell, which was a no-holds-barred match. So that's going to happen. So SmackDown finally got a match for Hell in a Cell. I'm surprised Hell in a Cell wasn't just a Raw-only pay-per-view, because every match was on from Raw. There was nothing from SmackDown that was on there till tonight. Every match was from Monday Night Raw. But we got a SmackDown match now. So there you go. But, it just kind of, I'm like, man, you might just call it a Raw pay-per-view for this Sunday. But Ricochet had a promo, I guess, something about him versus Walter next week for the title. I think it's for the title. Right after that, the main event was the Usos versus Matt Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura for the tag team titles. Very good match. Now it got to the point where, they took out Nakamura, knocking his knee into the steel steps and stomping on it, which they had to get the trainers out there to take Nakamura out of the match. Riddle fought on his own for the time being. But he almost got the win, and he ended up hitting that RKO off the top rope. Roman Reigns' music hit, and ended up with the other Usos getting the blind tag, getting the Uso splash for the win. Ended up being Sami Zayn in a production truck. I'm surprised we didn't see that Bucktooth Beaver Kevin Dunn there, and stuff. But he was messing with the controls and helped the Usos win, which he celebrated the Usos. Riddle ended up brawling with Sami then and the Usos, saying, this isn't over. This isn't over and stuff. A lot of people saying this show with SmackDown, but how many weeks has it been? It's been 2 weeks now. We haven't seen Roman Reigns on here. And this is the world champion we're talking about, technically, of both shows. So we haven't seen him on Raw or SmackDown. That's like 2 weeks of SmackDown now, if I'm not mistaken. So I wonder how that's going when you don't have the world champion on the show. Okay, SmackDown was okay, and the main event wasn't bad also, which, we already know what it's going to keep leading to, but interesting that Roman Reigns has not been there for 2 weeks now, and a lot of people really will sit there and tell you that they really need this guy in the show. He does make the show, which is true. We've known that for many months now with him on SmackDown, but yeah, not on SmackDown tonight. Moss, though, at least he's got a new look, so he's not the same goofball like a hyena out there. But let's see how they can do this serious look with him. Natalia, I can't say how much really care about her and Ronda, but I know they'll have a good match. Dancing Shanky continues to get over. 50-50 booking with Drew and them, but we know he's challenging for the title. So yeah, that's all I really got to say about SmackDown tonight, okay? Other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodandKnight890. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Peace.